So those videos of me in the white shirt were taken probably now back in June, I would say. Lots happened since then. I kind of cringe actually when I look back at those videos because I actually thought I had postnatal depression nailed. I thought that I was in recovery, I thought I kind of got a handle on it and that everything was going to be okay. Turns out it really wasn't. So yeah, after those videos were taken, I went off on my summer holiday and I was really looking forward to getting away, getting some headspace, and with all the support of my incredible family and friends, I thought everything would be fine. But as so often happens, that was not the case. I found being out of a routine really hard. I cried all the time for pretty much the whole of the summer. I found life really tough, really claustrophobic. I just couldn't engage in anything. Obviously I had good days, but I had lots and lots of bad days. And I was like, wow, if I can't cope when I'm surrounded by all this love and support, what the hell am I doing? So I managed to at least start identifying a pattern. My bad days that were getting more and more frequent were, I realised, a result of a lack of sleep and no exercise. And I decided to take matters back into my own hands. I was away, so I couldn't go and see the doctor. I couldn't really do anything other than Google, find out what other people had done and see if that would work for me. So despite being on holiday, I cut down the booze a lot, which in my family is tough. And I started working out every day. And just having that focus of half an hour of me time, primarily, and also making myself feel better about the way I looked, which I think is also a big problem, and getting those endorphins flowing was really invaluable. And I started to notice a difference that although the depression was still there, it was definitely better on the days when I had done the exercise. The really funny thing is, and it's not funny at all actually, that I really thought that I was over the worst of it and the worst was yet to come. And even now, like when I got back from holiday, I had 2 incredible weeks of feeling good, feeling focused, feeling alive. I picked Gus up one day and he did this awesome smile and I felt it for the first time in my gut, like I actually felt it. And I was like, yes, this is it. We're back on the road to recovery. And then I go and have a really shit day. And what I'm realising with postnatal depression is that along with all the other stuff that comes with it, taking small steps such as eating the right foods, getting some good sleep, doing some exercise, having some you time is really valuable and can really help you along the way. I'm not saying it's the answer to everything. As I'm learning with this illness, I don't think ever have a handle on it. You just learn how to deal with it. But I certainly find that I feel a lot better when I've had those things in place. The other thing I did a lot more than I had been was start talking to people about it. Talking therapy is one of the key ways of dealing with postnatal depression, so it makes sense that actually just talking about it to people you love and trust can really help. So when we were away with all of our best mates, I told them everything and it made me feel better. And I also found that the more you talk about it, the more it normalises it and it's not so scary. And part of it, what I found, was that I was spending so much time panicking about whether it was getting worse, whether it was getting better, that it actually got to be more of a big deal than it actually was. So the more I spoke about it, the easier I found it. Through talking to other people, a friend of mine recommended that I speak to a friend of hers who had been going through postnatal depression for a while. I was so lucky to speak to her. It was amazing just to speak to someone that was going through it, hear their story, realise that I wasn't mad. She validated the way I was feeling and assured me that yes, it was postnatal depression. She was also a doctor, so it was wonderful to get a medical point of view on that. I've been really reluctant to take medication, and having spoken to her, she explained that sometimes postnatal depression can bring to the surface a lot of pre-existing mental health issues, and others it can just be this hormonal imbalance. For me, having spoken to her, she thought that it was just the hormonal imbalance and therefore unusually went against what I thought she'd say, which was take the drugs, they'll level you out and they'll make you feel better. I have to admit, I'm a stubborn old mare and I still haven't taken the drugs, and I'm sure that it would work for many, many people. So I would say explore all options and make your own decisions, but talk to a healthcare professional, talk to a mental health professional, and really be informed about the illness itself and about the options that are open to you. So the point of this update video is to give all of you out there an update on the fact that, in my experience, you never have it sussed, and it can go on longer than you expect. I thought by now it would be done, and I've definitely seen an improvement. We're on an upward trend, but I still have bad days, and those bad days are still pretty brutal, and they still knock me sideways, but I'm getting better at dealing with it. And I have some top tips on how to hopefully make you feel a bit better if you're suffering from it too. Point number one, there is a strong connection between your physical health and your mental health. And I've found that the more sleep I get, the more exercise I do, and the better I eat, the less alcohol I drink, the better I feel, the less bad days I have. So my advice to you is to give those things a go and see if they work for you. Second of all, make sure you talk to people about it. Not just mental health professionals, not just doctors, but your friends and your family. The more you keep talking about it, the better. And my third thing is, give yourself a break. This is a really odd illness in my experience, and just when you think you're making progress, you feel like you're taking 5 steps back again. You're not. You're continually moving forward, just sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Again, you're not mad, you're not bad, you're just a bit sad, and things will get better. I promise you.